When setting up an IPsec site-to-site tunnel, the first tunnel to come up, the first security association, is going to be the IKE phase 1. And if it's done using the traditional main mode, it takes 6 packets in the exchange to get that up and running. Or if we're using aggressive mode, it can use slightly fewer exchanges. And then once the IKE phase 1 security association is running, the two gateways can then go into IKE phase 2 negotiation using quick mode, and that only takes 3 packets to build and establish the IKE phase 2 security associations. And when setting up VPNs, it's often handy to have a quick and dirty tool that we can use to see the exact security associations that are in place, and if need be, clear them so they can reestablish themselves. For example, in the event that we change some policy, we want to make sure that the VPN tunnels are torn down and the new tunnels are brought up with the new parameters. So in this nugget, I want to share with you a tool called the VPN utility at the CLI that can help us both view and manage those IPsec tunnels. At the command line interface, what we would do is simply run the command VPN space, and then for an option list of all the options that can follow VPN, we can simply press enter, and that provides the list for us. And what we're after is this bad boy right here, the VPN space tunnel utility. And for short, we could just call that VPN space TU, and that would launch it as well. So that'll launch the VPN utility. It also mentions right there we can use VPN TU if we'd like. So let's do it. We'll type in VPN space TU, press enter. And from here, we have a nice menu of options, including listing all the IKE phase 1 security associations or the IKE phase 2 security associations. And it continues down with further options to look at specific peerings. Because if we have a mesh environment, let's say we have site 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're doing a mesh, that means everybody has a connection with everybody else, like that. Or if we have a star topology, everybody's connecting only with the headquarters site as far as the VPN is concerned. And then from a forwarding of traffic perspective, site 2 could communicate with site 4, but it would all go through the hub. So in a star topology, the satellites never have direct IPsec connectivity with each other, but they may have routed capability going through the hub. And it's also possible that we could have a combination with multiple devices with a full mesh and a few devices as satellites only. And that's kind of like a hybrid. It wouldn't be a pure star, it wouldn't be a pure mesh, it would be a combination. So for a demo of the VPN tunnel utility, let's choose option 1 right here. So we'll type in 1 and press enter, and that shows us our IKE phase 1 security association that we currently have in place between this firewall, which is firewall 1, and the peer at .112, which is firewall 2. If we press enter to continue, and if we then chose option number 2, that would list all of our IPsec essays. So we'll hit number 2, press enter, and here it's showing us our inbound and outbound IPsec security associations that we have between us and this peer, which is firewall 2 at .112. So here on the top it's showing us the security association for IKE phase 1, and then below it it's showing us the security associations for the actual IPsec tunnel itself. And if we wanted to go ahead and delete those tunnels, we could do it. We'll press enter to go back to the main menu for VPN tunnel utility. And then option 0 here says, please delete all tunnels for everybody. So if we were to press 0 and then press enter, it's going to ask us if we're sure. We'll press enter again, and now all of our tunnels are gone. So it's just deleted these security associations. However, in the background, if there's any traffic that needs to go over the VPN tunnel and it doesn't exist, IKE phase 1 will kick in again, and so will the IKE phase 2 tunnels. They'll rebuild themselves. So if we were to list all IPsec essays again, we'll use option number 2 for that and press enter. It's going to show us the IKE phase 1 and IKE phase 2 information again for the security associations. However, these are different numbers, and that's because these are new tunnels that the VPN gateways regenerated for the sake of IPsec connectivity between the two sites. In this nugget, we've taken a look at the VPN utility that we can use to view and manipulate our VPN tunnels. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.